Yes, but the question is, are you?
I am. We continue journeying after fixing Lenore's arm, finding finding a wagon with three cloaked figures that are trying to deal with their broken wagon. We sneak up and quickly take care of them by way of only needing one and questioning the last before killing him. But he tells us that there are possibly dozens of cultists up in the temple above, um, and that they had been kidnapping people from the city to sacrifice them in order to release Margot. Um, the wagon itself was just full of food, and we arrive at the Acre Loft. We rest up in a cave nearby, keeping an eye out for any cultists leaving in search of the missing wagon and those cultists. Um, we sneak our way inside, kill some more cultists quietly, um, sneak a little bit further in, find some. Basically, we tried to be as quiet as possible for as long as possible, and we managed to kill about eight, nine of them altogether, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Then we searched the area after we cleared it, found a gold ring in a junk pile that is Haver's lucky ring. That's just basically 10 gold a day. Um, and then in another room, we found a statue of a man that has been splattered with blood like a knight, and it looked like it had been kind of taken apart with a plaque that said it was Manius. It used to be holding something, and that is where we left off. There's a secret passage to the north that we haven't explored yet because we were going to search those uh, hallways to the south.
Yeah, more like a broken passage to the north.
Well, it was collapsed, but you said there was a passage
Yeah,
beyond.
yeah, yeah. So it was like,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
but it wasn't like, like a secret door kind of thing. It
Oh,
was
okay,
just
okay,
a
okay.
sort of hole in the wall.
It looked like they had done it to keep people from going down there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, so you guys are currently standing in this large room labeled 1.5, surrounded by corpses, and have three paths ahead of you.
Did we loot the corpses? Am I an idiot?
We did loot them, yes, I think. We loot them. I know we found
You looked at them, but they
there.
didn't
There,
really
there,
have
there was a
much.
yeah, there was a cloak on the leader, a cloak of displacement that I think Abel took.
That's correct. Carry on. Sorry, I had
Um,
a thought. Why would it loot?
so do we want to go south down where the cultists might be, or do we want to see what they've blocked off to keep themselves out of, or something in?
We don't hear any more noises, do we? Because before we had a decent idea of, oh, this is where they are, we can hear them.
Yeah, you're not hearing anything currently. That's for damn sure.
Hearing them.
Now, how bad is the collapse? Like, how long does it look like it would take to take care of that?
Not long. Like to get through, maybe 5-10 minutes. Like,
Okay. Should we clear it just to see if we can hear anything down there?
I think that's a great idea.
Okay. Tanith will start clearing some of the rock and rubble out of the way.
okay.
Pittsburgh will watch. Very grin on his face.
Sure. So yeah, you guys kind of begin to clear everything away, and you're greeted with what appears to be a non-natural, or sorry, a more natural, non-man-made, like cavernous tunnel, burrowing, kind of slightly north and then banking round uh, to the west.
Shall we go?
Yeah. You don't hear anything coming down that.
Give me a perception check, actually.
Oh, I don't know which one of my dice. I didn't test roll any of these. This one. That was a good call. That was pretty good.
22 for Lenore.
22. Lenore, you do hear some sounds, kind of very faint, slightly sort of, you might describe sort of gooey, sticky kind of sounds.
I will relay that information to the rest of the group.
Gooey and sticky sounds.
Like a big pile of pudding.
Not
It goes-
sure.
Squish, squish, squash.
I like that.
And given the fact that they had it blocked off,
Yeah.
perhaps this isn't the way we should go.
Mm-hmm. But what if it has something cool?
Why are
It
you
might have
always
living
like
pudding.
this?
That's pretty cool.
I am never like this. What are you talking about?
I mean, what if it kills one of us?
How does the cavern smell? Is there a particular scent?
Make me another perception check. Or make me a perception check from you.
Can I get advantage because I am a cat?
Does it say on your character sheet that you get advantage for smelling?
No, but I thought I would try anyway.
It is worth a try, however, I will not give it to you in this instance.
Absolutely fine. 50.
You smell, mostly just this sort of, like, it's hard to tell, it's kind of this, the, like, smell of musty caves and decay, you know, sort of
So
a,
it's mostly just
yeah,
cave scent.
yeah, kind of just what you've been smelling before.
Mhm.
Um,
It doesn't smell like pudding.
just kind of like looking down the passageway or anything. Can Tanith kind of go up to kind of see around the curve a little bit,
Yeah, sure.
but walking carefully and with her mace out so that it's casting light?
Yeah, give me a stealth check.
A stealth check. Oh boy. What's her stealth? +2. This dice. Die. Ooh, 18.
Okay, yeah. You are able to kind of sneak around. I realized I didn't have these things in my... Yeah, you are able to kind of sneak your way around the corridor, and you see it begins to curve south a little ways. Do you continue on?
Is there any kind of change in like the atmosphere, smell, or perceptions? Does the light look funny?
It's no, but you can tell like you're not far away from what will be like a somewhat like larger cavern. It seems to be opening out a little ways. If you continue on, that is.
Are there any signs of the cultists coming through this passage at all?
No, it's pretty empty passage.
I'm gonna shuffle back towards the group with my light. Says I think there's some kind of cavern further down in.
It's probably where the squishy noises are coming from.
Yeah.
It's a pudding hole.
Did you say pudding hole?
It's a pudding hole.
I don't
Pudding hole.
know.
It might be a pudding hole.
It's a hole for the pudding.
Do we want to
Squash.
Do you want to clear it or do you want to go south first?
I feel like we should go south. We came here for a reason.
That's what would be.
Some of us barely made it here to begin with.
Now he's being dramatic.
I'm just speaking the truth, but okay.
I think south is good. We can come back for the pudding.
I don't think you're gonna want this pudding.
But then we can ignore the puddings. That's okay.
I don't like puddings that require stealth checks. not that I'm metagaming there.
No,
but,
of course, I know.
You don't like pudding you have to sneak up on?
Yeah, I was like, why did I never do a stealth check? I
You
don't
want
like
your pudding to come to you. I'll be like,
Okay. So let's go south, I guess.
We should definitely, like, cover this back up, though.
If we want to, we'll just have to do it again.
What if the pudding decides it wants to sneak up on us?
If it's pudding, then it can just slip through the rocks anyway. The rocks won't stop the pudding.
Rocks won't stop the pudding.
But okay, fine.
because the rock stops the pudding the first time.
It's probably not pudding, so you really should stop calling it pudding.
I don't know what else to call it. What do you want me to call it?
You should keep your voice down for one.
Squash.
Keep your voice down. It might be more cultist here.
Or pudding.
Or pudding. Yeah, Tanith will start putting rocks back up, I guess.
I would have.
What a shame. It's just a giant vat of vanilla pudding.
Bunch
Oh
of
man,
cowards I'm with.
Full of demons.
demon pudding is nothing I want to be a part of.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We've been saying pudding so long, I feel like I need to dye my hair green.
See. What was that you said, Jade? Demon. Okay. Just making a note.
I gotta go into Dungeons and Dragons.
Demons and puddings.
Demons and pudding.
It's a demon lord, but it sounds like Bill Cosby.
Oh
No,
no.
what, see, why
No,
would you
I
do that? Why would you do that?
Now you ruined a perfectly good pudding joke.
Yeah. Don't malign demons like that.
Don't malign demons like that.
Well, now the sea's brought the mood down.
Which caverns are we going? Is it that one or that one?
That's one.
Is it this one or that one?
This
I'm
one.
holding my arms out to indicate which one he's pointing to, and I realize none of you can see that.
Yeah.
This is pointing to the left cavern.
This
and
one
that's
or this
the right
one?
cavern.
Oh, that's
The
very
blue
good.
one.
I thought you were gonna do one in one code and one in the other. So
Yeah,
just one.
I mean that's a lot of effort, but fuck it.
There you go. So this is the blue one, and that is the red one. No, other way.
I'm not fucking changing it, Liam.
Okay. No, that is actually how we would be pointing at it, looking at it. If he was looking at it. Yeah.
Go.
Let's
Blue.
go that one.
That one?
Okay.
That
Is that blue? Please tell me that's blue.
that's the blue
Nicole,
one.
you've got. Do you have a vote?
He's busy writing in his book.
Oh, okay.
he's already downstairs. In the next
I mean, in the time
next
it's taken
level.
you to unbuild the wall, build the wall
Yeah,
again,
pretty
you probably
much,
could have
pretty
done
much.
the rest of the tomb by now.
Hey,
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm
I
just
didn't
glad.
want to build the wall back up.
I don't want to be.
If you'd left it up in
surprised
the
by
first
pudding.
place, we could have checked everything out and then came back.
I mean, I did it. Everyone said, okay, yeah, go ahead. And then,
No.
Make your own decisions.
I don't want to be surprised by pudding. Surprise pudding is the worst pudding.
Anyway, you head down.
let's
You
go.
head in this
Look at that cavern.
doorway, Zat Cavern, as you said, and it's a very long corridor that opens out before you, kind of sparsely lit by torches and the like. And when you arrive, you find a wooden doorway blocking your entrance, or blocking your continuation.
Do they hear anything from behind the door?
Make a perception check. Anyone can.
Put my ears to the door to listen really closely.
Ooh,
Here's-
natural 20.
Here's dick all.
For 28 all up.
23.
I have natural 20 for a 28. Hold up.
You know,
28 bros.
between you, you know for a
High fives.
fact there are no living things in the room you're about to enter.
Only dead
Oh,
ones.
Or no, there are no moving organisms of any kind, living or dead.
Just standing very still.
Damn it,
Is it locked?
it is not locked.
I guess I will sneak into the door. And then through the door. If I roll high enough.
There's a massive pudding before you.
21 for stealth.
Okay, you consider that whatever non-entities are within this room do not hear you.
Okay.
And what the hell is that? Oh, my rubber's not fully opaque. Isn't that exciting? As you, as you enter this room, you find a sort of mid-sized square chamber. I have to make sure I don't go too low and start revealing the next. Yeah. You find a sort of mid-sized chamber containing what appears to be something like a storeroom. Not a huge amount of interest in here. It seems there's like weapons, sort of food, like barrels and crates of alcohol, some like spare fabrics and like thread and repairing items for repairing stuff. Just generally like kind of the storeroom for these cultists. It may or may not have used to be. You do see like what appears to be a kind of faded mural in the background depicting Margot in all her sort of flaming demonic glory. But that appears like partially kind of rubbed away, and she's and like there's lots of boxes and stuff piled up in front of it, and they all look pretty recent.
I just imagine she's furious that the shrine room's being used as storage. Rummage through some of the things.
Sure, investigation check for anyone who would care to rummage.
Well, also do the rummaging. Really.
I'm going to give guidance to Avel's rummaging.
I happen to roll another crit, so that's 27 plus 3 for a 13.
Okay,
Fine.
you find a jar of pudding, Aval.
I will give it to Fitz.
Fitz finds a jar of pudding. 'Cause you didn't
No,
roll
I
very
found
well.
it. I gave it to him.
Okay,
He rolled so low he thought he found it, but I
Okay.
was holding it out for him.
I guess it depends what you're seeking. So Fitz, because you were looking for pudding, you actually find a legendary weapon. You toss it aside. Speaking of things of that ilk, you do find several things kind of stuffed away. One thing hidden in a box is a particularly beautiful bronze shield with several kind of different types of gems set in it, kind of at the points of a pentagram-like star, and what appears to be like several like magic arcane glyphs kind of covering the face of it. And it's polished to a mirrored sheen, so that when you look at it, you can see yourself reflected perfectly in it. And it seems like even your handprints, like, you know, you're touching it and it doesn't leave finger smudges or anything in the sheen. It's constantly perfect. You also find a quiver of +1 arrows, a +1 dagger, and 3 potions of healing.
Can I have the shield?
No, we don't know anyone who uses a shield. Sure. I'm pretty sure you're the only one in the group who uses a shield. So
I've also been promising C a good magic item for a while, so.
So we sell it.
I we get a lot of money for that shield.
Yeah. Just pick it up and boomerang it down the corridor.
You can get a lot of money for this shield, and she hands you her wooden one. Don't suppose anyone knows how to identify things, because it's definitely got something.
Aren't you the most magical one among us?
I suppose I am. Fuck, you guys are screwed. Oh wait, no, Fitz is. Fitz, do you have an
I don't have
identify?
detect magic. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Okay. I don't have detect.
Guess you'll just have to find out the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get friendly with it.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Hey, baby, the shield
we-
says.
We can close the door and leave you two alone.
We don't have to do that now.
Doesn't
Unless somebody wants a short rest for spells and hit points and what have you.
Doesn't it just reflect panic? So it would just be never mind.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it's like when I
Stop. Oh my god, I have loads of hit dice. What's that going on there? Anyway.
I mean, I'm in relatively good shape, I think.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
I don't think I get my. I
I'm
have
actually
one
higher
spell
than the
slot,
59 on this thing. I've got like 82 hit points. I think you healed us or something.
Oh, you did just do some healings.
Gosh,
I don't need to stop.
I don't have any reason to.
I didn't
I don't
take
think-
any damage, I don't think. Let me check. Yeah, no, I'm good.
For the potions of healing, where would we like to distribute said potions of healing? I also already have 3 healing potions in the group loot thing that I've got down here. So we already have 3 kicking around. I could just up that to 6, and then if anyone says they have a healing potion, basically they have it, because we have so many.
Yeah, okay.
I have 6 potions of healing.
Okay, just stop
kidding.
throwing them at people.
Yeah, I don't
I'm the
have
healer
any.
now.
I don't have any in my inventory though. So
None of us use bows, do we?
I do.
Oh,
you
yeah,
just haven't
Ada
seen
does.
me do it.
We go there.
Everyone else has ranged options or incredibly quick, really. My bow isn't anything special, I think, after I found, or had crafted for me the flame tongue. I've been using that instead.
well, now you've got +1 arrow, so you can have something special at a range now.
Certainly an improvement.
Yeah.
Can I
Not
have
quite the
the
same
dagger?
damage. If you
No.
wanted that. No? No, you're not allowed it. Sorry. Apparently. I was all about to give it to you, but no.
I know. The C is spoken.
What? No, I didn't say that. Did I?
Yes, you went no. I was like halfway through saying, of course you can, and you went no, and I was like, oh, okay, you're not allowed to.
No. I was saying I know because you said it's not as good as the flame tongue.
Oh,
So I
okay.
said I know.
We just got. Well, I
We
just
just
heard
got
the
no.
no bit.
That's all I heard.
No, I
No.
was like, I didn't say no. What are you thinking?
To us, we all we got was the no.
Sorry.
Oh, okay then.
Oh.
It's Fitz's dagger.
How many arrows in the plus
You
one?
something
quiver?
with me, but it's there.
How many arrows?
Yes,
It says quiver of 20.
quiver of 20. Okay, just thought I'd check.
Good
Dagger +1.
plan.
I'm gonna give it a name.
Daggy.
Nope. That's stupid, Rob.
Dang it, cool.
Yes, Dan. Great job.
Amazing.
It's not called Daggy.
It's not, because I'm naming it.
Yeah, and you're naming it Daggy, Liam.
Daggy Liam.
Anywho, that's what you find in this room, among lots of food and a jar of pudding.
Is any food good or alcohol good?
It's mostly the booze is certainly good. A few bottles of wine. There's the food is mostly dried, cured stuff, so great for rations. Not anything to write home about, but good to refill and replenish your stocks.
I guess I do so. And maybe take a bottle or two of that wine and put it in the pack. Demon wine. Pudding wine.
Oh, pudding wine.
Everything is pudding. It's like the everything is cake meme, only you don't have to cut it because it comes after you.
Fitz is going to hook that jar of pudding along with all the other miscellaneous potions he has strewn about his person. Or cat, I guess.
I mean, he's still a person, Liam.
So now for
He's still a
Z's
person.
hallway?
Z's hallway? Is that the plan?
Yeah, unless people wanted to rest, but it didn't sound like we needed to.
No, not really. Jar of pudding.
I mean, when we get down to whatever's sticky down there, I'm presuming we may need to rest after that.
Yeah. Whatever's making the sklurping sounds.
The squish, squash, squish.
So, Z's hallway is very small, and it seems to.
It's not the side of the hallway.
Oh. I wouldn't know.
I'm sorry, I went to interrupt.
It's a very modest hallway.
This massive hallway.
It's not the size of the hallway that matters. Something to do with it.
Oh, it's a great joke, Liam. I wish someone else had said it. That was really hard.
No, it wasn't.
Oh God.
We should move on from these jokes.
I'm trying, but I forgot the word for stairs.
Stairs?
The stairs.
Groundy.
You can see them on the map. They go downwards.
It's still
I mean, like, what are like the size of these stairs?
It's a frozen escalator.
They're quite long stairs, but they're not, overly thick. I wouldn't describe them as girthy.
Oh, we're children. We are all children. I feel like
You've broken Steve.
There's also several bushes sitting at the top.
Anyway.
Just trim those with my flaming sword.
Please don't.
Yeah, Aval for sure lasers.
It's a very delicate task when you've got a flaming sword to do it, but he's very dexterous.
Bringing your sword and landscape.
Mm-hmm.
I can't breathe.
Elfscaping?
There you
Elfscaping.
go.
Escaping.
Elves can't grow body hair.
He's half elf, remember? So he can, I guess.
Oh goodness, I'm sorry. Do we want to go down the stairs?
I don't really, not after all of that. I think I'll go back the other way.
You don't want to go down the long stairs.
No, I might want to deal with the pudding.
Oh.
Just don't. No, I'm not. Okay, right. Not gonna make a joke about Liam holding a jar of white pudding at the top of the stairs. We're just gonna move on.
That changes
You're
the entire
Right.
gonna set the scene and
I've-
let the joke write
I've
itself.
decided you're gonna go check out the corridor. The corridor?
The corridor.
That's probably more accurate, but you know.
Should I probably just hop down and have a look and see what's going on if I can hear anything before we spend another 10 minutes opening it again?
You can do that while.
Wow.
I
Sure,
Okay.
sure. Make a good start.
I realise I haven't super thought this through because I can't
Title there.
find. No, the title's like down here. Yeah. There we go. See? That's fine. That's not the hard part. Oh shit. Oh no, I nailed that
Oh, there's
actually.
a corner.
No, I nailed
Oh my
that
God.
because look at the corner. Oh shit, that's the wrong corner.
Oh,
Wait, no, it's this corner. Oh, is it? Yeah.
Clean.
First try. Just gonna cover this back up.
Or that other first
Shut up. Shut your mouth. You find yourself immediately greeted with aforementioned corner. I did the little scratches way smaller here on this bit. Anyway, yeah, the corner turns immediately north again. And when you poke your head around it, which I assume you do, and I'm just letting your stealth check ride from before, you find a pretty, what appears to be a much more like open plan kind of situation. It's much less like the tight rooms that you're used to, and much more of like a small kind of or not small, like large kind of open area that kind of has like several paths going north and appears to open into an even larger kind of square cavern to the west. Sorry. This room, though, in and of itself appears bare, and down here you can't really hear any sounds of movement or speaking like you could up above. So you're not sure there's anyone else down here, or at least from where you are, you can't tell if there is.
okay. Well, while the others are continuing to deblockify the corridor, I will continue just to that first, like, poke your head around to the west so I can see the
Okay,
larger
sure, yeah.
space.
Yeah. So yeah, you kind of look out and you see this opens out to a humongous chamber, and oh boy, it really is humongous. And in here you can see like through the sort of like dark, dim, like flickering torches that are on the wall, like this whole room is kind of designed as like one gigantic art piece, a huge mural displaying several of Margot's greatest hits.
And there are like two more exits out from the west.
Yeah,
kind of.
sort of northwest and southwest it seems, yeah.
These, treated with any more care? Are they looking after them here?
They are in. They're not pristine. They're very old, but they haven't been sort of scraped and damaged by like boxes being shoved in like they had in the storeroom above. They are like definitely old and weathered, but you can make out pretty much all the details still, so and much of the color remains, they're more like an old tattoo, like how they're faded,
Okay.
rather than like being damaged.
Sure, because we thought the cultists were Margot cultists, and I would have thought they would have shown some respect to the Margot-related stuff if they were cultists of that kind, but that's just his going theory, I guess. I guess I will keep sneaking. If I quickly cross over and look along the right-hand side passage.
Sure. Are you wanting to head like north?
Yes, north on that right-hand
Like
side passage.
up this way or up this way? Sorry.
The first one, on the left.
Yeah.
Sorry, right.
Right. Sorry. So you start heading up this way, and you can see it opens into like several or additional passages. Kind of on the eastern side, there appears to be like a room opening out, and this one, like as you kind of get closer, you can hear like very quiet, like shuffling footsteps. They don't seem to be like moving particularly. It's more like someone like pacing or like standing around. But you can't quite sort of like you'd hear that before you get to a point where you're looking into that room. So if you want to continue with the stealth check, you can, or if you want to slink back, I will let you do so without a stealth check.
I will slink and basically just check on the left-hand side, basically north and south passageway a little bit more, and
Sure, like off 2.6.
yes.
Okay. So yeah, the south one opens out into another sort of wider, like again an empty like mural-filled room. Kind of another seemingly like maybe what was once like designed to be some kind of audience chamber or like service chamber for events or whatever. And then this again branches into two passages. This floor seems much larger than the floor above, and one of the passages ends in like a small kind of dead end, and you can see what appears to be like a person chained up, lying in here, or what was a person, sorry, now a skeleton. Should have led with that.
Is that the 2.7 area?
Yes. Yeah.
Right. So it's just a little dead end of the skelly bob.
Yeah. Like you see, like there's chains like holding basically his arms, and another one around what was his neck, and then his feet. He's sort of there's like this kind of hard, almost like cuffs around his legs that kind of force him into like this kind of subjugated kneeling position, kind of wrapping around like his thighs and his calves, encompassing them all, so that he can't move from his knees. Or couldn't. He's not moving. It's not a living skeleton. It's one of those other ones, the dead ones.
Is there anything particularly special about what he's wearing, or carrying anything, or like are the chains magical in any way?
He's just wearing a ragged pair of trousers, and the chains are old and rusted. It seems like he was just left here to die.
Okay, there's no like gutter where his blood had been collected.
Doesn't seem like it. Blood gutter.
Blood gutter.
Gutters in the blood.
Could I just poke my head a little bit further in that northernly, just above 2.7, just to partially explore that room?
Yeah. This room, as soon as you get close to it, you hear like this kind of sniffing of the air, and like something very large inside beginning to move. You can't quite see what it is, but you feel your presence may be somewhat compromised, or your stealth may be somewhat compromised.
Okay, well, as soon as he like gets movement or sniffing or something, he will scamper away back up the stairs.
Sure. Okay. You make it back to the stairs without issue.
Good.
Just wanted you to feel the weight of that singular d20 as I rolled it. By this time, the others have managed to re-clear the passageway.
Oh, hi, Ava.
Anything pressing down there? Do I need to seal this up again?
So basically, there is a smaller chamber that opens up into, on one side, a larger chamber full of murals of our friend Margot, and beyond that, there is some sort of audience chamber dedicated to Margot.
That's the
and,
word I was looking for. Sorry, Gary.
Okay. There is a lone skeleton chained in a small, like, oubliette, and nothing much special seems to be going on there, as far as I can see. To the north of the mural chamber, there is a sniffing, scuffly noise. Something, I think, quite large, which probably will struggle to get up the corridors. They're described as very short and modest and such.
Snail.
So we may be okay there. And then on the opposite side, there is another passageway north, and then there is a passageway that I didn't, or a room I didn't go too far into before hearing a pacing noise. Not particularly urgent or quick, but definitely something. So basically 2 directions at least with noises of something down there, but no more voices or intelligent behavior as far as I could gather.
Well, let's clear out this and then head down, I guess.
Think so? As far as I'm aware, I didn't hear any squelching noises, so I don't know if this is going to connect to anything that I witnessed in there, but I didn't go too far in.
Okay. If everyone's ready,
Yeah.
Tanif will lead the way with her new shiny golden shield.
Okay. Which you are not yet attuned to, correct?
Yeah. Unless I'm magically attuned to it.
No.
Didn't think so.
Yeah. So you guys continue on down this passageway, and it begins to open up into a much larger, more natural kind of cavern. Ahead of you, you kind of begin to hear this or see the source of the sound. You see this large kind of gelatinous creature kind of slowly crawling along the northern wall up here, and it begins to sort of like slump down towards you. It takes you a moment to realize that it doesn't appear to be like just some kind of moving pudding, but has a little bit of a form to it. There's these like long kind of what appear to be almost like tentacles or like eye stalks, but they end in these like spiked bulges, and it has what appears to be a curling hard shell on its back, and you see what appears to be 5 or so in total, all around this area, all of whom seem to be vaguely beginning to sense all of you.
There's 5 of them, you said?
Yes.
Do I know what they are?
Make me a Arcana check or a Nature check.
Can I?
Anyone may.
I also believe I know what they are, but I'm rolling for Abel.
What is this? 17
Somebody asked for
on
them.
the dice, so that is 18 all up.
I rolled a 19.
No, 19.
Oh.
I don't think I asked for these.
I got a 9.
9. I would say Fitz. You've probably run into the flail snail before, perhaps in the Feywild. Elemental creatures with very nasty tentacles and a shell that does weird things to magic.
I describe all this to my party, but in a German accent.
Weird how?
Weird how?
Just weird.
Just weird.
Helpful?
This is gonna get weird.
So
Stories are-
I imagine you
the
guys are
stories
sort
we
of
tell
over
out though
here.
is, the stories we tell out though is specific.
It wasn't very helpful.
It is a flail snail, if that helps at all.
No, it doesn't.
Names are important.
You keep saying that.
I'm gonna throw a cheeky sacred flame.
I will say that because these guys have dark vision and you've wandered into their cave, you're not going to have a surprise round on them. So if you'd like to engage in combat, we will roll initiative before you can do that.
Wait, can we negotiate with them?
You could try.
It's D&D, you
Now's
can
your
try
chance.
anything.
Okay,
Just
speak
like
snail.
That's 6.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
No. Jade. I'm kidding.
No.
Nah, you're fine. They rolled a -1 initiative, so...
Oh.
I got a
Oh,
14.
19.
I got a 13 with a... When I have a +8, I rolled very poorly. Better than
19 for Fitz.
See? That's
And
that's
then 13 for Aval. And for Tanith?
I said 6.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Okay, well, Fitz, you're up first. You see 5 snails in front of you.
knowing that they do weird things to magic, and I don't have that much magic to spare, I'm going to pull out my crossbow that I have and have never used, and fire a bolt at it. Whichever one's closest to me.
Sure.
Kapoo! Oh, that's not great. That's unfortunate. That is a... I hate maths so much. 11.
I think we know why you don't use your crossbow.
And 11 misses. The bolt just pings off the shell.
The
Seems to-
shells are very hard. Don't aim for the shells.
is that your turn?
Let me double check. I feel like I have bonus, but I don't know if I do. Wait, that's not what I wrote. Muppet. No, I don't. Yep, that's me.
Sure. Lenore.
I'm gonna go and slashy with my sword
Okie doke.
and then punch it.
Nothing for the shells.
Yeah, well, this sucks. That is going to be a 14 and a 15 for the
I told you don't aim at the shells.
Both miss. You hit the shell.
and a nat 1 for my unarmed strike.
That misses. You hit the shell.
Hit the shell, right?
No, don't hit the shell.
Okay.
Aval. Well, if you guys died to a bunch of flail snails,
That I didn't even want to fuck with.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
but
you
you
added
can't
with to that sentence, because that could have been...
Stop.
I didn't even want to fuck him.
So, Fitz said that they were dangerous in their stories and that they do weird things to magic.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm just looking. Basically, if I was to summon Tala, I think she is a real wolf rather than a magic one. But I wanted to just check like the items, like, what it says, description. It's not the whole like find familiar. It is a fey creature that is a creature. It
That's
makes
fine.
a creature.
Yeah.
On the table.
I'll full disclosure. I won't. That won't really have an effect with these guys.
That's okay. He in his mind is being cautious.
Sure.
But I think Tala is natural, and I presume, I don't know, through elfie senses or something, he realizes that. Although she is born magically, somehow. I just was thinking, I haven't had Tala out in a while, and why not? So,
Tala.
Tala.
Noah.
So he is going to stand back and think the same thing I did, that he hasn't seen Tala in a while, and pull out her essence from the bag and toss it in front of him, and giant direwolf appears, and that will be his action. And as a bonus action, he will light up his flaming rapier, possibly.
Sure.
Or does he go for the normal rapier just to avoid weird things with magic? He's pretty precious about his flame tongue rapier. He'll draw his normal rapier.
Okay.
And then Tala's go. On my go.
Yeah.
Tala will go in and try and savage a snail. Tala hits the shell.
Oh my
That
god,
was
you guys are gonna die.
That's my go. I'll skirt around like in a flanking position.
Sure thing. Tanith.
Yeah.
Have you got rid of the dots? I don't see them anymore.
Oh, I did. Yeah, because I mean,
Okay.
we don't need to. I can.
Sure. Okay. It just the other combats you've kept them.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I don't want to move to like full sort of maps and minis stuff.
Okay.
Because I like being a bit more sort of fluid with that
The
kind of
other
thing, where
one
it's
is
like
good.
rule of cool.
The other ones, the groups were more split.
That's
Yeah.
true as well. Yeah, like if we get into like a giant skirmish or something, or like mass combats and wars and that kind of stuff, I'll probably use them. But like for stuff like this, like I don't feel it adds a huge amount to the combat.
Sure.
If you guys feel like you preferred it with them, like we can definitely start doing that kind of stuff again. I'm happy to.
I want to do my thing. Can I do my thing?
All right.
Sorry.
I wanted to give my description earlier, but someone had to make some dick jokes, so.
Couldn't help it.
Mhm.
I did Fitz didn't try magic, did he?
Nope.
No.
I just shot him with a crossbow.
But he also said don't aim for the shell, and everyone's aimed for the shell, so.
That was aim for the shell. They just hit the shell.
Well, he didn't say how weird, so she's gonna try it and guiding bolt the one of
Okay,
the things.
you have disadvantage.
Okay. That is a 17.
That's a hit.
Awesome.
Okay.
That is 14 points of radiant damage. Next attack will have advantage.
Yeah. Your damage seems to be dealt in full, and it looks significantly hurt by what you just did. You see like one of the tentacles, like kind of falls limply, now dead.
Doesn't seem that weird to me. Was a little hard to aim.
Anyway, the snails can only move 10 feet. So, Tala, Aval, Lenore are the only ones close enough to be hit. So, between you, you're about to take 24 attacks. So, I'll give you 6 each. I think that's fair. No, that math doesn't work. There's only 3 of you. You can have 8 each then. So the snail that Tanith just guiding bolted is going to try and batter. Well, actually, it's not going to actually be 8 each, but still. Is going to batter at Aval first. So you're going to take 4 attacks from this one. The first one's a crit.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, so that's a 25. 23, 17, 15.
We only got like 4 rolls. I'm not sure if you were saying more, but
Yeah. This is
Stop
just
for
the
me.
first. This is the first
Okay.
snail
on who?
on you.
You.
So it's only
Right,
got
I
4
only heard
tentacles.
about 4 rolls.
Yeah, there was only 4 rolls. Because this is the
You
first
said
snail.
We're getting 8 attacks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
right.
you could
Okay,
have
you're
up
going snail
to.
by snail. We're not going
Yeah.
all the attacks. Okay.
No, because they might not all attack. They have other stuff. That was my. So I was like, they could
Right.
do 24 attacks, and then I realized
had-
my mistake afterwards.
I have AC 17.
Okay, so you get hit by 3 of them.
Okay. I'm
Uh,
going to uncannily dodge or whatever one of them.
okay, the crit one probably.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise I got crit.
Yeah.
Okay, probably that one then.
So from the crit, you take 14 bludgeoning.
That already halved, or do I halve it?
No, that's the full extent.
Full thing. Okay.
And you take 8 from the second hit and 4 from the third hit. And
Okay.
that's the first snail. The second snail is going to come up and smack at Lenore for 5 attacks. What's your AC, Lenore?
24.
Oh, fucking hell, okay. They have to get a 19 or above to hit you. No. Okay. The second snail, very slow, just like gently kind of tries to whack at you with these like mace-like appendages, but you're able to kind of take 3 steps back and are suddenly out of range. The fourth snail, you see it.
You've only done 2, right?
What is wrong with my math? I knew I was doing the third snail, but for some reason the word fourth came out. Apologies. The third snail. Sorry. Oh, God. The third snail kind of like retracts slightly backwards, and you see its shell begin to like pulse with dazzling light, illuminating the room entirely. You will all have disadvantage on attacks against it, and I will need a wisdom saving throw from everyone, please.
From everybody. Oh boy. Mm,
24.
16.
21.
8.
Uh-oh.
And Tala?
Also, Tala. Tala gets a 19 on the dice plus
Okay,
something.
so
presumably
Aval,
it's-
you are stunned, but everyone else is okay.
Wait.
Oh,
a turn or
according to
minutes
this,
or-
stunned until the light ends.
Oh, right.
Until the end of the snail's next turn.
Okay.
So yeah, there's this pulsing, dazzling light, and you kind of blink your eyes, and you kind of struggling.
Is that the same snail that
Fitz tried to hit.
No, Tanith guiding bolted it?
Nope.
No, okay.
Nope. There's a different snail.
Cool.
There's 2 snails left. One of them is going to go for Tala, and one of them is going to go for Lenore. So Tala, what's Tala's AC?
14.
Okay, miss, hit, miss. Just takes 2 hits for a total of 16 damage. I can give you that separately if that is necessary.
I don't think it makes a difference.
Okay.
She can't dodge.
Yeah, so she just gets like battered down by these spiked appendages. And then Lenore, miss, natural 1, miss, and natural 20, get in. So you do take 1 hit from this one for 10 bludgeoning. Lenore?
Alright.
And that's the snail's turn. Fitz, you're up.
It's me now. Do I go for the one that Tanith guiding bolted? Or do I wait for someone who's going to be do more damage than I will? I'm gonna go.
Well, who's the one that I guiding bolted? Who's currently next to it, Lenore or Avel?
Avel.
Go for a different one. Let Avel get.
Avel
I'm
is
stunned.
stunned
Oh, okay,
this
yeah,
turn
then yeah.
and.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
just
They
this
go
turn, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Go
gonna
for
shoot. I'm gonna shoot the one that's next to Aval because I don't want him hitting my friend while he's defenseless.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then make it with advantage.
Shut up. Ooh, that's okay, I suppose. 19.
Hits.
Fantastico.
I would say you've seen Tanith smite it or guiding bolt it, so you may feel that swapping to Eldritch Blast and getting like multiple stronger hits in your crossbow might be a good idea, but
Fitz is
Depends
still
on-
concerned with... Sorry, Anil?
I was just gonna say it depends on because Fitz actually knows what the weirdness is. Tanith doesn't.
Well, no,
so-
he just knows that is weirdness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he trusts Tanith's magic to hit more than his own.
Dull.
okay.
Oh, yeah, dick sauce. I rolled a 1.
He's
plus 4
metagaming his own dice rolls.
I mean, it's not working out for him because he just crit
Yeah.
failed with a crossbow.
5 damage
Hmm.
to the snail.
Okay. You don't even kill another tentacle. It just has an arrow sticking out of it that kind of bounces off and falls apart.
My logic, well, Fitz's logic is his magic isn't his own, whereas Tanith is.
Her gods.
There you go. But her god likes her more than his mother does.
Right.
At least that's what he thinks.
Lenore.
Dull.
I'm sorry, who?
Lenore.
I'm gonna attack the one that's in front of me.
Sure.
I don't think I
There's
have
2 in front of
disadvantage.
you, but
Yeah, but like the one. Do I have a disadvantage to hit either of them?
no.
Okay, I'll just attack one of them. I don't think they either one of them hit. Oh my fucking god. Well, maybe this hits. 17.
Hits.
Okay, that's 1 hit and 1 miss with the sword. And 27 with the punch.
Hits.
The punch. So that is 11 points of damage from the punch and 11 points of damage from the sword.
Okay, you see 2 of the tentacles just are sliced and fall down as you slash through them. Is that your go?
C.
Aval is stunned, but Tala gets to go.
She does. Gonna go. I don't know. After the one that hit her, probably. Oh, 18 plus numbers, so a hit. Is a 17 with a hit?
You do, yeah.
She actually has an advantage because she has pack tactics, right? Because everyone's sort of fighting in a combat together.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
ally within 5. Doesn't
Yeah.
crit. It's fine. 12 damage and must make a DC 13 strength save or be knocked prone.
Yeah, and it loses another tentacle. They are hella strong. And it crit again. That's my third one. 23.
Nice.
You can't knock over a snail, I guess.
Probably very adhesive.
Yeah, that
ground.
kind of makes sense, actually.
Sure. Tanith.
Tanith is going to rush forward to Aval's aid, trying to impose herself between him and the snails around him. And with her bonus action, is going to be casting Sanctuary so that he can recover.
Nice. Nice.
And then she's gonna bring her mace down onto the snails. I don't suppose they're undead.
Nope. They're
Okay,
elementales.
That is a 16 on the dice plus 7 for
Hits.
the hit is a 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, you see a third tentacle on this one slough off, such that it only has 2 remaining.
Okay, and she's going to, like I said, try and impose herself between Avel and the snails. And they have to make a wisdom saving throw if they're going to try and to attack him.
Sure.
Okay.
And snail time.
Yeah, snail time.
The one will make a 19 on its wisdom save to hit him. Do they have to roll?
Really?
Yep.
It still went for him?
Yep. There's like a
Okay.
lot of snails. Do they have to make 1 each, like for each attack?
Each time you try and attack, because if you fail, you have to redirect your
Yep.
attack.
Yeah, each attack.
And a 16 on the second.
That also saves.
Okay, and 2 attacks.
Okay.
Miss and miss. 2 and a 4 on the dice. So, I'm glad it wasted its good rolls on the wisdom saves.
Okay, good.
Right. Snail 2.
I helped.
You did.
Those would have been attack rolls.
They would have.
Dan.
Snail 2 is going for Lenore. It has 3 attacks remaining. 17 to hit. Nope. And that's a natural 19 for 24, I believe, hits.
24 is my AC.
Suck 5 damage, bitch.
Okay then.
It's really hard to hit you.
She did it on purpose, and then you made her even better at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
She didn't need any help on her AC.
I mean, like, you fight bosses and they have like plus 11s to hit, that's fine, but when you're using shitty snails with plus 5 to hit, someone has
I
for
mean, they do
flail
get like
snails.
5 attacks each.
That's
yeah.
true.
Beginning, but
Yeah, they have plenty of opportunities.
Snail 3, which also went for Lenore, has 4 tentacles. Miss. It's just playing the drums on the floor. Snail 4, whose shell is still burning brightly until the end of this turn, is going to withdraw into its shell and give itself a +4 bonus to AC.
He's so shiny.
Yeah, he is. He is shining. And the last snail is going to go for Tala again. 13.
That was 14.
Okay, 13 again. 22 hits and a 15. So 2 hits there. She takes 9 from the first and 4 from the second.
Okay.
And it is back to Fitz.
I'm gonna trust my magic, because it shoots more bolts than my crossbow does. This is going to go poorly.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Pew pew. The one that's only got two faces left.
Sure, you have disadvantage.
Yep. Do I fire 3 yet, or is it still just 2? Let me check.
No.
Just two.
3 is 11.
9 plus 9 is 18.
Hits.
And 19.
Hits.
Pew, 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 pew. I always like to imagine there's more than just 2 beams, but only 2 beams hit because they're the only 2 that are focused enough to actually do damage. That is 12 and 6 force.
Okay. It only has 1 tentacle remaining, and it looks in a very bad way. Lenore.
Yes, I would like to attempt to hit the one that I had previously hit.
Let's do so.
Oh my god. That's a 1 and a 2 on the dice for my swords.
They
I've
mace.
just
Is it because they're swords and not swords? Sorry, I'll shut up.
and then yeah,
I'm sorry.
26 to hit with my unarmed. For a good old 6 damage. On a d6 with a +5 modifier.
Awesome.
I'll let you guys math that one for yourself.
I like that she's like missing with her quarterstaff, but then
I
it's
don't
like,
have a quarterstaff.
or yeah, with your sword, you're like missing with your sword, and you're like, oh yeah, not the shell, and then you just punch one of its eye stalks.
Yeah.
Ava, you are not stunned.
I can perform. He is going to be slightly annoyed. So he's going to throw his current rapier in his main hand to the other hand and then draw the flaming rapier anyway.
Hell
Bonus
yeah.
action, ignite it, and then he's going to stab the one that has been continually beating up on him this entire time. Or attempting to. Stab. That's an 18 to stab.
Stab is successful.
Successful stab. Okay, so that is a 1d8 there, that is 2d6 there. That is an even 30 damage.
And this is on the which snail?
The one that was beating me up. Possibly, I don't know which snail you've been cluing that into.
Oh, I know exactly which snail it
That's
is.
just last hit.
Yeah, it's got 7 hit points left.
Possibly, like, I think you called it Snail 1 last
Yeah,
round.
snail
I'm not
1
sure
has
if it's
7 hit
always
points
Snail
left.
1.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's the
I
one.
had only 2 flails because they both missed it.
Yeah, it's this snail and it's got 7 hit points left. So it's dead. You stab deeply into it, and there's a horrible, maybe slightly good, I don't know how the smell of cooked snail is, but it lets out this really loud screech and kind of collapses, and its shell just kind of bounces off, leaving it, and it kind of melts in this like pile of goo. But its shell is very shiny and.
It let out a loud scream and then.
Oh, am I breaking up?
You were a little
Yeah.
bit, yeah. It's come back now, I think.
Oh, because Dan kept being like, I think, because Dan was like, I think it was snail 1, and I was like, yeah, it's snail 1, and he was like, yeah, I think it's snail 1.
Yeah, we
I was
didn't
like,
hear that.
No.
ah, right.
We didn't hear any of that.
I was like, what the fuck? Okay, well, yep, it's dead.
It is stabbed. It is dead. It squeals.
Yes.
And then you said something about the shell.
Oh, the shell
Tracks
is
in.
no, it like turns into a puddle of goo, but the shell remains. Tanith.
Okay. She's gonna look at Avel and be like, alright?
Sometimes having elven senses, as I've found on this journey, is a detriment. That you saw the shell glowing, right? Wasn't just
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, no, it was really bright. I'm just, you're okay though?
Yeah. Better now. They're saying this as they're like dodging flails.
Yeah.
And stuff.
She's heading towards like the next one nearest. I think it's probably the one attacking Tala.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And
and
she's
then he's
gonna-
gonna look across at Tyler and see how hurt he is, and he's gonna be sad.
And attack the snail fighting Tala. I don't have advantage. She does because of pack tactics. That's 17 on the die plus 7 for 24, and another 8 bludgeoning, I believe.
Noise.
Yes.
That reminds me, Tyler would have gone before you,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
but you did your turn. It's fine.
She can finish it off now.
Just technically, her damage would have come first. So if she kills it, it technically is you killing it because you would have done the damages.
No.
How I was thinking about it. 16 plus some digits. That probably makes it.
Yeah, it's
Plus 5. Boit. It's Tyler's version of Smoit. She did 12 again.
okay. 2 more limbs come off.
Do you want to make the strength check or just say they're stuck to the ground?
What's the DC?
13.
It succeeds with a natural 13.
And it's still alive after Tanith and Tala wailing on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Dang.
Indeed. And is that your go, Tanith, afterwards? Is there anything else you want
Yeah.
to
No, I'm good. I don't want
Okay.
a spiritual weapon.
do? Yeah. In that case, then, it is going to use its scintillating shell, and I need a wisdom saving throw from everyone as its shell too lights up.
21 for Tanith.
You succeed.
22.
Succeed.
16.
Succeed.
Wisdom 16.
Succeed. Tala.
15 plus 1 for 16.
Tala succeeds.
We all remember to close our eyes at this time.
Then there are some attacks to be made. Snail 2 and 4 are going to continue wailing on Lenore. That's a natural 1 and a miss from Snail 2. 4 miss. Miss. That's a hit. 19. That's a hit. Yep. 1 hit. 5 bludgeoning damage from that one.
And who?
On Lenore.
No.
Okay.
And then there is just the last remaining snail on Tala. 19 and a crit.
Isn't that one the one that did this? The
Oh, yes,
blow?
yes, you're right.
No hits for Tala.
No. The
No hits for Tala.
The other one was the one that had scintillating shelled first time and is currently in its shell. It's going to emerge as a bonus action and begin moving towards Lenore, but is too slow. It only has 10 feet of movement. So. And then Fitz, your go.
I feel Eldritch Blessed. It's the weakest looking one.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Eldritch Blessed.
Disadvantage.
18. And higher than 18. So,
Yeah,
big old
hits.
hit. Maybe roll better this time, you piece of shit. Oh, that's better. That is better. That's 12 and 13.
You just have to abuse your dice.
Which
Well,
one's on this one? Which one's this one?
Do they all look roughly the same, or is there some that have got tentacles missing?
Yeah.
There's one that's attacking Lenore that only has 2 tentacles left.
And the one on Tala has 2 left as well.
And the one on Tala. Okay.
I'm gonna do the one on Lenore.
Cool. There's 2 on Lenore, but I assume the one with the damaged tentacles.
Yes.
12 and 13, so 25 altogether.
Alright, describe how you kill it.
Again, well, even though it's technically only 2 beams, I like the imagery of him just constantly finger gunning and it's shooting out various beams of eldritch energy. This flail snail just turns its 2 tentacles towards it as it catches 2 directly in the eyeballs, and then I assume gurgles into goop as its shell tinks across the floor.
I like it.
He then blows out his fingers.
Nice, Lenore.
I think that was him saying Lenore.
Yeah.
I think so. So I'm gonna
sorry.
attack the other one that's attacking me. So 1 hit with a 27 with my sword
Hits.
for 7 points of damage. The other one is 17 to hit
Hits.
with an unarmed strike
Yeah.
with 10 points of damage.
Okay. You see one of the tentacles come off this one as well.
Alright.
Hey,
That
Val.
is my go.
Eval will move to Collar's assistance and attempt to stab the snail. Oh, 19. So close.
So close.
So close. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. 19 and 29 damage this time.
29. Describe how you kill another one.
So Collar rotating off against the beast. Oh shit! This was the one that used the scintillating thing, so it was actually disadvantaged to hit it, right?
No, it has +4 AC.
That was when it retreated inside, but you said.
Oh yeah. Sorry. This is the scintillating one. Yeah.
I rolled again and got a 16. Does 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so he still hits. So Tala facing off against it and growling and probably averting her gaze as the shell lights up. Aval takes stock, then puts his hand up, protecting his eyes, and then rams the rapier into a soft spot that he'd memorized, and then it goops. And then he is going to. Tala is on something like 5 hit points, 6 hit points right now. So 8 hit points actually. He's gonna turn to Tala and just like rub her nose or snout and just like coo elven nothings to her. And she's not on her turn going to go and attack anything. She's going to stay at a safe distance because they don't move very far. So she is going to back off.
In my head, he sounded like Aragorn talking to Brago.
Of
Yes.
course.
Basically.
What a kingly name.
And Tanith.
How many are left?
2. One looks damaged, one looks unhurt.
Gonna go after the damaged one with my mace. Gonna crack these open so we can have escargot. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Hits.
And another 4 bludgeoning. I keep rolling 4s. Or 8 bludgeoning. Sorry, 8 bludgeoning. I keep rolling 4s.
8. Okay. You see both of the well, actually no, one of the snails will use its scintillating shell and the other one will attempt to retreat into its shell, now knowing that they're in significant danger. So wisdom save from everyone, please.
20 for Tanith.
You succeed.
17.
Succeed.
Success.
Got an 11.
You are stunned.
19.
You succeed.
Yeah.
And Tala?
Oh, she's backed off, basically out of the fight, but I think she failed that one and is stunned. But I imagine she ran
Yeah.
moved a reasonable distance because he doesn't want her to die.
Sure. Fitz, your go.
Lenore's stunned, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
And there is still one on Lenore, is that correct?
Yeah.
2.
2 on the north.
One
One's
did
in
retreat
a-
into its shell.
Yeah.
The one that has the outstretched eye gimmicks, I'm gonna blast him.
He does have like all 5, I think, so he's still dangerous.
Real dangerous.
Oops. That's 14.
Ooh.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And a 21. I'm fairly sure. Yeah,
Okay,
21.
that hits. So the one that misses, I'm gonna need you to, what's your attack bonus? For spells?
Spell attack bonus is +9.
Okay, does a 27 hit you?
Sorry?
2.
Fits.
Yeah.
Okay, so your spell
Lucky one.
ricochets off of the snail's shell and directly back at you. Please roll the damage for an extra Eldritch Blast and deal it to yourself.
Cool. The one I rolled for damage on the snail was 14, for the record.
Okay.
I'll use let's try and roll low then, shall we? That's called. That's better. 7.
Yeah, you took 7 Eldritch Blast damage.
That's what he does! That's what he does! That's why it's weird.
Lenore, you are stunned. Aval.
Eval is going to go up and probably stab the one not in the shell. He's curious, are I suppose it's hard to read a snail, not having much in the way of faces, but
Mhm.
like,
They
they
s-
not being they started quite aggressive, yeah,
yeah,
and they're
they
now
they
not so
seem they
aggressive.
seem more keen on escaping and surviving than attacking.
Mm. They're, how big are the shells?
Large.
Okay.
These are large creatures, so the shells are very big.
I suppose, like, looking around, there's not a lot of place for them to go.
There's like some small crevices and cracks and stalagmites that they hide among, but yeah.
Mm. And he's slightly guilty about murdering these creatures, but I guess.
Guido shot first.
Sure. I guess he will stab. 18 to stab.
18 hits.
Uh, 27.
27. You kill the penultimate flail snail, and its body liquefies as with the others. Did you get that?
Yes, I did. Sorry,
Okay,
I
okay.
was just typing it
No,
down.
no worries, no worries. I'm just making sure my internet's not going shitty. And there is one remaining. Tanith.
Do I have advantage on it because it's in its shell?
No, because it has full cover and has +4 AC.
Okay. Gonna try. Nope, that one's gonna miss. It's gonna dink off with a 9.
You need to get an AC 20 to be able to hit it.
Yeah, didn't happen.
Okay. On its turn, it will remain in its shell. Fits.
Oh, I can't do much for it when it team's there if my team's on the if the bang bangs don't go under. Shut up! No, that's stupid. I'm gonna try and shoot it with my crossbow. Because I
Alright.
trust that I might be able to pierce its shell, and I'd rather not have. I'd much rather try and pierce its shell with an arrow than get lasered in the face by myself. Is that with disadvantage? Or no?
No.
Oh, okay. Doesn't matter anyway, because I rolled a fucking 10.
Yeah. So at this
But
point,
no, it doesn't laser you in the face.
at this
Yeah,
point,
precisely.
the snail is at full health and is just going to sit there. So if you guys would like to kill it, we can just sort of fast forward the several rounds of combat it's going to take for you guys to deal any damage.
We just roll it onto its. We just like grab it, roll it onto its front, and then just
Sure.
jab jab.
But eventually they are defeated. There is another pathway continuing on from this room that you can see, and that is the only way it appears that there is to continue down here.
Can I tell what the shells are made of, or are they just regular shells that just happen to have magical properties?
No, they're sort of. I mean, they're natural material, but they are magic. They are definitely interesting magical phenomena.
I'm going to note this. I was going to carry some, but that doesn't make any sense.
They
I'm
are
just gonna
massive,
note that.
though.
I am noting that.
Yeah.
In the time, Ava won't take part in the execution of the snail that isn't giving a fight. He'll just pat Tala and coot it until it's basically over, and then he's just gonna have a leap back into the bag, to not endanger her further.
Sounds good.
Gonna search the cavern for anything left behind by the cultists before
Sure
moving
thing.
on to the other side.
Yeah. Yeah. You kind of start looking through, and there seems there's pretty much nothing in this chamber.
the next chamber?
Yeah. As you continue into the next chamber, you see a very strange skeleton lying on an obelisk facing you. The skeleton is strange because it is very large and has the head of what appears to be a woman, but with large feline fangs. And from the neck down, her body appears to be that of a winged cat. Gigantic, maybe 10-20 feet long. And as you enter the woman's... As you come close, the woman's head raises and the eyes begin to glow a faint blue. And we'll end the session there.
I was just gonna ask, how do we know it's a woman by the skeleton? I'm not Temperance Bones. I don't recognize female skulls from a distance.
Because the skeleton's got titties.
Does the skeleton have titties, or is it wearing like boob armor?
It's a sphinx. So no, you can't see any titties.
That's something I asked for.